2020 is over, thank Xenu. So what games are worth buying in VR this year? Here's our top 7. What's up guys, Vanlin here to take you through the picks that we've come up with here at the Virtual Athletics League for the top 7 games worth buying in 2021. So let's get to it.
I'm sure you'll find ways to keep busy. Just try to keep your nose clean. I know it's tough. Nothing stays clean for long.
First on the list, LoFi. This dystopian RPG is an ambitious endeavor which will hopefully live up to what we were promised with Cyberpunk 2077, which, as you all know, good game, but not ready to be released. As the sheriff of a dilapidated futuristic city slum populated only by the underprivileged and poor humans and falling apart robots, this open world RPG gives you exactly what we wanted with Cyberpunk 2077. You're set in an open world environment to do, well, really whatever you want. And given that the RPG scene in VR has been severely lacking for anything that isn't the latest reiteration of Skyrim, this is a welcome breath of fresh air that we are all looking forward to greatly here at the Virtual Athletics League.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, you can come up.
Number 2, Green Hell VR. Normally games that port from a console to VR have a bit of a hit and miss success rate. Subnautica being the prime example in my mind above them, where very beautifully done game, but controllers didn't really translate too well. So whenever I see a project or announcement like this, I'm always a little skeptical because my experience has been these end up just being a mess. However, with Green Hell, I am extremely excited because the developers themselves did a fantastic job with the original game, and if they do the port well enough, this could be the defining bar for survival crafting games in VR, which to my knowledge, there aren't any. Or at least none that are really worthwhile. And the thing that Green Hell has going for it with VR is that the game itself as it is already super realistic and immersive. It's very impressive to begin with, and I'd recommend you pick it up. But in terms of survival crafting, it doesn't involve a whole lot of crazy guns or cubes or mechanics or giant dinosaurs that can somehow ninja up behind you to where you do not notice them until they are like right on top of you. I mean, seriously, Arc devs. A gig is the size of Voltron and you don't see it or hear it until it's like 3 steps away. How on Xenu's beautiful green flat earth does that make sense? Seriously. That having been said, Green Hell VR is one of the games I am most excited for this coming year.
Jack, can you hear me?
Number 3, Lone Echo 2. This is one that I've been looking forward to ever since I saw the original Lone Echo because it gave me a very Farpoint VR vibe, in that it's very much about the isolation of being alone or only with one other person or being in space and what that can do to the human mind. Sadly, it's been a long time since we got any updates about it, but it does seem like there's progress being made on the game and it should be slated for release later this year. It's supposed to pick up where the original Lone Echo left off, only this time you wake up as Olivia is repairing Jack, only to find out that she's no longer alone, but in a situation where she cannot really operate on her own. It's an entirely different setting. So I'm really excited to see how immersive and how incredible this game can be after building up on the success of Lone Echo.
Hitman has always been about immersing yourself in a living, breathing world.
Number 4, the Hitman Trilogy. Yeah, you heard that right, the Hitman Trilogy. 1, 2, and 3. But before I get into that, I'd really encourage you to like and subscribe to this channel, as it really helps us further the mission of bringing attention to VR esports and to VR in general. We seriously appreciate each and every one of you who come and support Val, the channel, everything that we do. And liking, subscribing, sharing this is the best way that you can help contribute to our mission of furthering VR awareness. That having been said, this is one I would be seriously much more excited for had my PSVR not given up the ghost, because it is entirely exclusive to PSVR. which makes me very sad. But the adventures of Agent 47 are being ported to the PSVR for people on PlayStation to be able to experience in VR. No word on if it's coming to Oculus or PC VR anytime soon, but how awesome will it be to actually be Agent 47 and to be able to experience all those things from his perspective, from like you're actually there. There's a lot of VR first-person shooters out there, but this one I think is going to be incredible for a lot of people. Plus, potentially this could lead to news about the PSVR 2. Which we've not heard a thing about, so cross your fingers.
The 80s seemed to lurch from high to high. We injected every designer drug known to man, on a trip to be the best possible you, playing tag with the hand of God.
Fifth, After the Fall. This is a game coming out from Vertigo Games, the producers of Arizona Sunshine, which is a game that anyone who plays VR knows about because it was one of the first ones that really propelled VR into the mainstream. If you want a real quick synopsis of the game, think I Am Legend, but set in 1980s LA, in an ice age. Real quick rundown, the world has been overrun by people turned into monsters through prescription designer drugs, and it's basically kind of a Left 4 Dead feel of trying to survive. If you haven't already watched the trailer, I'd recommend you do it because I'm getting a serious Left 4 Dead vibe off of this game, and that is making me so excited. There's not a whole lot in the way of co-op first-person shooters out there on VR, and to bring something into the niche like this, I mean, this could be bar setting, and it's one that everyone here at Valve is super, super, super excited about. Sixth, Eternal Starlight. Okay, now, I'll be honest, we don't know if this game is coming out this year. I'm really hoping it does, but we don't know for sure. On Steam it still says release date when it's ready. That having been said though, this is a game that is really pushing the bounds of VR and what's capable. Being the 90s kid that I am, I grew up in a golden age of real-time strategy games. Homeworld, Warcraft, Command & Conquer before EA destroyed the franchise. All of those games set such a high bar for what to expect from real-time strategy, and we don't get those games much anymore, which makes me really, really, really sad. However, Eternal Starlight is looking to bring real-time strategy into the virtual reality world, and I am so excited for it. Seriously, watch the trailer, see what they're doing. I cannot endorse this game enough just off of what I've seen. If I had to describe it simply, think Homeworld plus Sins of a Solar Empire set in a first-person perspective. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. If it lives up to the hype that I'm seeing, it's going to be amazing. Seventh, ZRace. There's a scant few number of racing games on VR, and among those, there are even fewer that are really even worth people's time. That's just the harsh reality of the situation. ZRace, however, is one that caught my attention, and I'm not even a racing games guy. This racing game, set in zero gravity with an advanced physics engine, is one that definitely looks like it's going to be worth everyone's time. The visuals are fantastic, the gameplay itself looks incredible, and best of all, it comes out this month. So if you've got leftover Christmas money, I'd highly suggest sitting on it and waiting to get this game, because it looks like it could be incredible, and I will be doing a review on it when it comes out. Now, there's tons of other high quality games coming out, but there are a lot of other high quality VR games coming out this year, but we just don't have time to cover them all in depth ourselves, or really the budget, to be honest. So if there's any games that you're looking forward to, go ahead and drop them in the comments, and we'd love to check them out, possibly even do a review video on them. You can check out some more of our previous content at the link here, or if you want to see some of our previous tournament streams, you can check out the link here. And if you want to join our Discord, which if you're a fan of VR, believe me you do, go ahead and hit the link in the description. Now you guys stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you all next time.